Students, so welcome again with our topic, that is quadrilateral, and we were discussing our exercise, that is exercise 8.2. So today we will discuss our sixth question of that exercise. Okay, 6 and 7 question today we will discuss. So just have a look what question number 6 is. In this question we have to prove that the line segment joining the midpoints of opposite sides, here we are having the opposite side of a quadrilateral, bisect each other. Just see how we will draw a diagram. In a quadrilateral, the line segment joining the opposite side, okay, midpoints of the opposite side of a quadrilateral, they bisect each other. Okay, if the name of the quadrilateral is A, B, C, D, and the points they are P, Q, R, S, and this intersection point is O, then what we have to prove? We have to prove that OP is equals to OR, or we have to prove that OQ is equals to OS. Okay, so for proving that the line segment joining the midpoint of opposite side of a quadrilateral bisect each other. Okay, so just see how we will solve it. So what is given to us? ABCD is a quadrilateral and P, Q, R and S midpoints of sides. Okay, what the sides are? A, B, B, C, C, D and D. And they intersected O, it is known. Now, what we need to prove? We need to prove that P, R and SQ bisect each other, or you can say that OR is equals to OP and OS is equals to OQ. This you need to prove. Now see the proof, how we will prove it. Okay, so first of all we will do the construction. What construction we will do? We will join this PQ, RQ and all this. Okay, just join. We will join PQ, then QR, then we will join RS, and as well as we will join PS. Okay, we will complete this diagram. Okay, and one more thing we will do, we will draw its diagonals of quadrilateral A, B, C, D. We will draw this also. Okay, we will draw the diagonals of quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Now see the proof, how we will prove it. So first of all, what we know, just take one of the triangle. For example, we are taking the triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, what we are having, that P and Q are the midpoints. Okay, so you can say that PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is half of AC, because P and Q are the midpoint of AB and BC. So by midpoint theorem, PQ is parallel to AC as well as PQ is equals to half of AC. In the same way, similarly you can say, okay, in the same way you can say that SR is parallel to AC and SR is equals to half of AC. So from this equation 1 and this equation 2, from equation 1 and 2, what you can say, same steps, PQ is parallel to SR and PQ it is equals to SR also. Okay, now have a look carefully. PQ is parallel to SR as well as PQ is equals to SR. So you can say that PQRS is a parallelogram. Here we have proved that PQRS is a parallelogram. So once PQRS is a parallelogram, okay, so what the property of parallelogram we are having, just see, PQRS is a parallelogram. So once PQRS is a parallelogram, then the diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, we know diagonals of parallelogram diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other, okay, so PR and SQ bisect each other. Okay, so these two bisect each other. So OR is equals to OP and OS is equals to OQ. So hence we have proved the things we have proved. Okay, now we will discuss question number 7. Yes, this is our question number 7. So just have a look what question number 7 is. We are having a triangle ABC which is right angled as C. Okay, and a line. It goes through the midpoint of M of hypotenuse AB which is parallel to BC and intersect AC at D. And these things we need to prove. Just first of all see how we will draw the diagram. So ABC is a right angle triangle at C. So first of all we will draw a right angle triangle which is right angled at C. Okay, so we have drawn it ABC. It is right angled at C. Now a line through the midpoint M of hypotenuse AB. AB, this is the midpoint. Okay, a line drawn through this midpoint. It is parallel to BC and intersect AC at D. So this MD, it is parallel to BC. This is given to us, as well as it intersect AC at point D. And these things we need to prove. We need to prove that D is the midpoint of AC. Okay, so what the things are given to us, just see the solution. The things that are given to us, that angle ACB is 90 degree and MD, it is parallel to BC, and MA is equals to MB because M is the midpoint. These three things are given to us. Okay, now what we need to prove? We need to prove these three things. We will write it. To prove, we will write all these three things. Okay, now see the proof, how we will prove it. So first of all, we know that in triangle ABC, M is midpoint of AB, and what we are having, that MD is parallel to BC. Okay, so what you can say, D is midpoint of AC, and what the reason you will give? By midpoint theorem. So by midpoint theorem, D is the midpoint of AC. So first point we have proved. Okay, now for the second point, what we are having, that MD is parallel to BC. Okay, MD is parallel to BC. So you can say, just have a look, these two are the parallel lines and this one is the transversal. So these two angles are equal. Okay, just have a look. Why? Because these two are the corresponding angles. Okay, and for in the parallel line, corresponding angles are equal. So you can say that angle ADM is equals to angle ACB, and the reason is corresponding angles. क्या रीजन है इनके पीछे? corresponding angles. So if ADM, sorry, if ACB is 90, then ADM is also 90, because angle ACB is 90 degree. It is given to us. Okay, so ADM, what is the value of ADM? 90. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the value of this. Okay, just see, have a look. Linear pair, if one is 90, then other one is also 90. But how you will write? You will write like that, that angle ADM plus angle CDM is 180. And the reason is linear pair. Reason is linear pair. If one is 90, then other one is also 90. Is also 90. Okay, so value of CDM is also 90, means these two angles are equal. Okay, both angles are equal. What we can conclude it from here? This is also 90, this is also 90. So what you can conclude? That MD is perpendicular to AC. Okay, so here we have proved our second term. Now what we need to prove? We need to prove the third point. We need to prove the third point, that CM, join it. We need to prove that CM is equals to MA, that is equals to half of AB. For proving it, what we have to do? We have to take these two triangles. We have to compare these two triangles. Okay, we will take these triangle in triangle AMD and CMD. Just see what the things we are having in AMD and CMD. We are having AD is equals to CD. Okay, proved above. We have proved. Now, angle ADM is equals to angle CDM. You can write proved above, or you can write 90 degree. The third thing we are having, that MD is equals to MD, because it is common in both. It is common in both. Okay, if we are having these things, what we can conclude? We can conclude that both triangle are congruent. Okay, means triangle AMD is congruent to triangle CMD. And what the congruent criteria we are using here? SAS. This is compulsory. You have to write it, that by this criteria these two triangles are congruent. Now, once these two triangles are congruent, then the remaining parts are equal. What are the remaining parts? MA is equals to MC. Reason is by CPCT. Both triangles are congruent. Okay. So both the remaining parts are also equal. So what we have to prove? We have to prove that these two are equal. We have proved. Now it is equals to half of AB. So how you will prove? We know that MA is equals to half of AB. It is given to us. So MA is equals to MC, yeah, whatever the form you it is given there, that CM is equals to MA is equals to half of AB. So this is our third point which we have proved in our question. Okay, so this is all regarding our exercise 8.2. And just watch all the videos for finding the solution for all the questions. Okay, and in the next video we will discuss our new chapter, that is linear equation in all variable and linear equation in two variable. Okay, and all the videos I have uploaded in the site. Just check it and go through the solution. Thank you. Take care.